Tensions rise with Venezuela after fighter jets fly over a United States Navy ship. Really? Okay, let's do it. What are you thinking, sir?
If you just want to ask about this developing news that we're following, CBS News now learning 2 Venezuelan fighter jets actually flew over a U.S. Navy ship as a show of force. Explain to us why this happened and the message.
Is that what you call it?
This may send.
Yeah, this was likely in response to that lethal strike
definitely.
that the U.S. took on drug cartels, alleged drug cartel members, killing several individuals earlier this week. And these 2 F-16 Venezuelan fighter jets flew over the USS Jason Dunham, and the Defense Department, according to multiple officials, essentially confirming this news to CBS. We know that we received a statement following this report. Essentially, the Department of Defense calling this a provocative move that was designed to interfere with our counter-narco-terror operations, that statement reads. So we, of course, have heard from the President and the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Defense as well that they will go after these individuals who are trafficking drugs into the United States. Certainly a higher level of tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela with this lethal strike that took place earlier in the week, but the U.S. seemingly indicating that they will go after more alleged drug cartel members in the seas to stop those drugs from coming into the United States. Chanel.
Yeah, guys, that's 100% going to happen here, guys. Like, if you understand how much we actually currently have in the region, it's wild. All right, so basically, what Venezuela sees off their shore, basically, is most likely not even the 10% of it. You understand that we have like fighter jets already sitting in Puerto Rico. All right, we have submarines that are a pretty good distance away, also. Right, so just understand here, guys. I'm not sure what you thought you were doing here, but I get it. I mean, listen, we are kind of really close to another sovereign nation, and they have to make sure that we're not doing anything super nefarious here, or even messing with the duties of the state. But the problem is that I'm under the absolute impression here that Maduro is pretty involved, let's say, in the activities that are going on specifically in his country, moving things to other places. I don't know. I'm an outsider looking in and giving you my opinion on what it looks like here, guys. Right? It just looks like that because he is stressing really hard that we're there, guys. Really hard. We're trying to stop the proliferation of narcotics in our country, guys. That's what we're doing here. That's all we're doing. Right? We're not trying to go into your country. We're not trying to do any of these things yet. Right? But we're not trying to do any of these things. You get what I'm saying here, guys? All right? Just relax.
Okay, Willie James Inman, thank you. And for more on this story, I want to bring in CBS News senior national security correspondent Charlie D'Agata, who joins us now from the Pentagon. Charlie, so much to chat about here. What can you tell us about these new moves between the U.S. and Venezuela?
Yeah, a busy day here at the Pentagon, another busy day here at the Pentagon, Chanel. So what we're seeing, as Willie pointed out, this is an escalation, and we got that first. We broke that story last night. Then we got the confirmation from the DoD and the Pentagon, highly provocative moves. It's the first time F-16 fighter jets have been scrambled close to U.S. destroyer in that region. And that U.S. destroyer is one
F-16.
of 8 battleships. There are 2 other destroyers. There's a guided missile cruiser. Might even be a submarine nearby. They don't like to talk about that for obvious reasons.
Right here.
So this is war footing. There are also about 2,500 Marines and amphibious and a couple of other landing dock ships that are in that area. And we're now learning
definitely
there
war
may be
footing.
A squadron of F-35s headed toward Puerto Rico as part of this operation. And it's tough to call it an operation because the Pentagon loves the word operation, but
everything's
really
an operation.
What this is, what this mission is. We don't know the details about that strike, that lethal strike on that boat carrying drugs and drug smugglers, who launched it, what launched it, was it a drone, did it come from a helicopter? And it's all getting a little bit murky. And I think the questions that are being raised now and will probably be raised in Congress is, where do we stand in terms of this conflict? Is it an anti-drug or anti-narco-terrorist operation? Is it a sort of undeclared declaration of war against Venezuela? Or is there an idea of regime change?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't even know if they've worked that out yet, because the Pentagon is there to put those assets in place and then to give the president options. But as this escalates, more questions will be raised about exactly what this is.
And Charlie, speaking
It's
of the
definitely
president,
more
President
than
Trump,
I think
we
we
know,
think it
seeking
is.
to rename the Department of Defense as the Department of War.
Right.
Why?
It was called the Department
Well,
of War before.
in his words, the United States fought better when it was called the Department of War. And it was the Department of War until 1947, 1949. Both President Trump and the Secretary of Defense have indicated repeatedly that they want to change the name. But as we understand it, it's
a
going
different
back to the
time,
border
though,
ethos that the Pentagon has been spouting. But as we understand it, what we might see today from an executive order is the idea of using the Department of War, that term, as a sort of secondary title for the Department of Defense. So Pete Hegseth would be called the Secretary of War, which actually President Trump already refers to him as the Secretary of War. So we may see that going forward today in terms of the executive order. What it means in terms of like changing all the signs in this building and all around the globe for that matter, which would cost tens of millions of dollars, if not much more than that. That might take an initiative from Congress. That might take congressional approval because it was Congress that approved the title
The Department of Defense.
Defense Department.
Right.
Before, after it was changed.
Okay, guys. We're going off the rails
department.
here. We're not talking about what we were supposed to be talking about. Here's the thing. In terms of the title itself, I don't care what you call it. Just solve problems. You get what I'm saying here, guys? I'm not someone who cares like that about names specifically. Now, are we posturing, guys? Ooh, I think we are. Like, outside, inside looking out. Let's say this here, guys. I think we definitely are posturing. I'm not someone that's excessively down. I say this all the time. I'm not changing my opinion unless you guys give me something that, that's tangible for me to touch and then fully grasp and soak in, let's say. I don't like regime change. It never works. And specifically in that region, we have done this before, and we have destroyed all of these countries, guys, right? We are the cause of the destruction. Let's just say this year. We played a part in the destruction of South America and Central America and Mexico. We definitely did. We played a pretty sizable part here. So I'm definitely not for the sole part. I'm not team regime change specifically if they are not actually to the benefit of the people that the leader will be lording over. Let's just say that there. All right. It's very important that you get a person for the people, more so than just like inject someone that espouses American ideals exclusively, just for the sole purpose of us kind of using that guy as a puppet. If that makes any sense. That does not benefit the people of that country. All right. I think fair is fair and will always be fair. Let's just say that there. But it does look like we're posturing. I mean, we did send a gigantic force to the coast of Venezuela. Is it surprising that they come look at us, guys? Not surprising to me. Not surprising to me in that instance there. But I still don't like it, though, right? I mean, because what are you doing, bro? You think we didn't see you 10 miles away? We saw you, right? And we allowed you to do it. So understand that there. Because, I mean, obviously, our radars are spectacular. We saw them coming. We did nothing. So I think we even knew specifically that nothing was going to happen. Because you're going to need to send a lot more than just that. One simple strike on our vessels would be enough. Would be the end of Maduro by 5 o'clock that night, guys. All right. So that's the thing. But all right, listen, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. In the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.